Hey everyone, welcome back to Simple Elderly Tips, where we share easy, science-backed ways to thrive with diabetes in your golden years. Imagine slipping into bed tonight, knowing your body is quietly fighting high blood sugar, repairing nerves, and shielding your heart, all while you catch those Z's. Sounds like a dream? It's not. Today, we're unpacking the top 5 bedtime vitamins that do exactly that, starting with 2 game changers, omega-3 and vitamin D3. Stick around because by the end, you'll have a simple nighttime routine that could drop your fasting glucose by 20 points and slash A1c risks. Let's dive in. No fluff, just facts that could change your mornings forever. First up, omega-3 fatty acids, your blood sugar's secret nighttime ally. Picture this: every night, without enough omega-3, your insulin gets sluggish, fasting glucose creeps up to 130 milligrams per deciliter or higher, and that foggy morning haze hits hard. Studies show omega-3 deficiency tanks insulin sensitivity by up to 35%, forcing your pancreas to pump out extra insulin, spiking A1c over time. But flip the script with consistent intake, and magic happens. Research links 2 to 3 grams of EPA/DHA daily to 0.4 to 0.6% A1c drops in just 3 months, plus 45% better insulin response. Why bedtime? Your body's repair mode peaks at night, calming inflammation like TNF-alpha that blocks insulin, smoothing post-meal surges, and taming the dawn phenomenon, that sneaky morning glucose rise. Feel it in real life: drier skin, brittle nails, fatigue? That's omega-3 calling. It fuels cell membranes for quicker glucose uptake, strengthens nerve myelin to ease tingling legs, boosts kidney blood flow by 20 to 25%, and steadies heart rhythms by 30%. Bonus: more nitric oxide means relaxed vessels, better brain oxygen, and fewer night sweats. Load up from wild salmon, 1.8 g per 3 ounces, mackerel, 2.5 g, sardines, 1.3 g, trout, 1.1 g, or herring, 1.7 g, all diabetic friendly. Supplements. Top US picks: Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega, top rated for purity, Nature Made Fish Oil 1200 mg, Viva Naturals, AIM 1000 to 3000 mg EPA/DHA nightly with dinner for fat-soluble boost. Skip over 4000 mg to avoid bleeding risks, and chat with your doc if on blood thinners. Transitioning seamlessly: if omega-3 is the oil smoothing your metabolic engine, vitamin D3 is the spark plug igniting it. Shocking stat: 80% of US diabetics are low, damaging beta cells and cranking insulin resistance. Low D means unstable sugars, weak muscles, slow healing. Sound familiar? Restore it, and insulin sensitivity jumps 40%, A1c dips 0.5% in 3 months, pancreas chills out. Nightly dosing syncs with your glucose rhythm, turning cells into sugar sponges while curbing vessel inflammation for predictable post-meal reads. Deeper wins: heart risk down 25%, stroke 40%, kidneys protected 35% via calcium balance, nerves insulated against burning feet, immunity ramped against infections. Sources: salmon, 570 IU/100 g, sardines, 270 IU, fortified milk, 120 IU/cup, egg yolks, 40 IU, OJ, 100 IU, HIT 800-2000 IU daily. Supplements shine: Nature Made D3 2000 IU, Now Foods 5000 IU, Thorn D3/K2, fat-soluble, so pair with avocado or nuts at night. Over 4000 IU long-term? Risk stones or nausea? Test levels to 30 to 60 nanograms per milliliter. For metformin users or seniors, this duo is gold. Imagine waking refreshed, sugar steady, That's your new reality. But we're just warming up. You're still with me? Awesome. Let's keep the momentum with vitamins 3 and 4, alpha-lipoic acid, ALA, and methylcobalamin B12. These aren't just supplements. They're overnight warriors tackling the nerve pain, brain fog, and stubborn spikes that steal your sleep. We'll break down the science, sources, and pro tips so you can stack them safely tonight. Your future self, pain-free and energized, thanks you already. Number 3, ALA, the dual-soluble antioxidant diabetics crave. When ALA dips, 30 to 50% lower in type 2, glucose stalls in blood, insulin overworks, fatigue and foot tingles scream deficiency. But 300 to 600 milligrams nightly? Insulin sensitivity up 27%, A1c down 1%, fasting glucose smoothed via muscle uptake. It nukes oxidative stress in liver/pancreas, flattens post-meal spikes, cuts inflammatory cytokines, blood flows free, cells thrive. Heart perks, LDL down 20%, triglycerides 15%, vessels elastic. Nerves? 50% less pain/numbness. Kidneys? 40% slower damage. Eyes? Retina shielded. Food skimps, spinach, 3 mg/100 g, broccoli, 1.5 milligrams, tomatoes, 1 milligram, rice bran, 2 milligrams, liver, 10 milligrams, so supplements rule. US faves, doctor's best 600 milligrams, clinical dose, now foods 300 milligrams, Thorne 100 milligrams, third-party tested, nighttime for peak resistance hours. Cap at 1,800 milligrams to dodge nausea or hypo with meds. Thyroid/chemo folks, consult doc. Gentle with fat, your oxidative day's end cleanup crew. Now for methylcobalamin, the active B12 form revolutionizing sugar control. 22% of US diabetics deficient, especially metformin drainers, numbness, weakness, memory fog, climbing sugars ensue. Below 200 pg/ml? Insulin receptors slack, A1c climbs. But 1,000 to 5,000 micrograms? Sensitivity up 30%, A1c down 0.6% in 12 weeks, fasting drop 18 milligrams per deciliter, post-meal 25% less, like meds, sans side effects. Nightly fuels myelin repair, boosts melatonin for 20% lower nocturnal glucose, perfect for aging nerves. Cardio kidney shield, homocysteine down 32%, vessels relaxed, complications cut 28%. Sources: clams 98 mg/100 g, salmon 4.8 micrograms, tuna 9.4 micrograms, beef liver 70 micrograms, nutritional yeast 8 micrograms per tablespoon. But absorption tanks 40% in seniors. Supplements bypass, Geron formulas 5,000 micrograms lozenges, Nature made 1,000 micrograms, Pure encapsulations 2,000 micrograms, fast bloodstream hit. Over 7,000 micrograms. Insomnia risk, balance potassium. Monitor levels quarterly. These two pair perfectly with our first duo, synergy for steady sugars, healed nerves. Ever woken sweaty, tingly? Not anymore. Feeling pumped? One more to go. We've covered 4 powerhouses, now the finale, magnesium glycinate, the night mineral sealing the deal. Then, your plug-and-play routine. This chapter arms you with everything to start tonight, backed by studies proving 0.6 to 1% A1c wins. You're inches from transformation. Let's lock it in. 48% of US diabetics low on magnesium, insulin doors jam, glucose traps, cramps/twitching/hypertension hit. Glycinate form? Absorbs easy, stomach kind, Activates 300 plus enzymes for 35% sensitivity boost. Fasting down 10 to 25 mg/dl. Post-meal 20% flatter, in 12 weeks. Nightly. GABA surge for deep sleep, cortisol drop, receptors reset, dawn phenomenon crushed. Heart. Stiffness down 27%, BP 8 mm of mercury lower. Nerves. Calcium block stops tingles. Kidneys. Filtration up. Sources. Pumpkin seeds, 168 mg per Rs. Almonds, 80 mg. Spinach, 157 mg per cup. Black beans, 120 mg. Avocado, 58 mg. But depletion demands sups. US stars. Doctor's Best High Absorption 200 mg. Thorn bisglycinate powder, calming. Nature made 100 mg. Laxative free, 30 minutes pre-bed. 310 to 420 mg daily. Kidneys? Doc first. Over 350 mg sup. Diarrhea risk. Your nightly stack. Omega-3 2000 mg EPA/DHA with dinner. D3 2000 IU with fat. ALA 600 mg with light snack. B12 1000 to 5000 micrograms sublingual. Mag glycinate 200 to 400 mg pre-bed. Track sugars 2 weeks. Expect steadier AM reads, energy surge. Warnings. Doc check meds, thinners, statins, metformin. Test baselines, D, B12 mg. Not replacements. Lifestyle king. There you have it. 5 bedtime vitamins turning nights into repair zones. Heart, nerves, kidneys thank you. A1c plummets. Loved this? Smash like, subscribe, notifications on for more elderly diabetes wins. Drop your biggest spike struggle below. What's your first sup? Consult pros, own your health. Sleep well, thrive tomorrow.